So thank you so much for participating in this interview. So please introduce your company a little bit to us.
So thank you very much, Lily. I mean, such a very straightforward question with a difficult answer. Basically, we are the company from Indonesia called DIMENSI Group. My company is a talent strategist for many organizations in the region, in the world. We've been doing something globally and including now in Korea. So what we are doing is actually preparing organizations to prepare for their human capital to be able to be the contributor for the growth of the company.
You mentioned about human capitals, talent management strategies. So what do you think the most significant trend for this year when it comes to HRD and talent management strategy?
I put it in one sentence, it's probably the most exciting time right now is about human capital in the world, because by the end of the day, whatever strategy that we need in the level of global, local, or any organization, can be government and can be local organization or NGOs, it all comes down to the execution, right? So when we're talking about execution, we're talking about the capability of the human capital within that organization. So this is very exciting time, considering that becoming global right now there is no border in doing business. So everything is to be run with the global acumen, the global mindset for any human capital in any organization to survive and develop a sustainability organization.
Have you collaborated with any Korean companies previously? And what was it like? If so, could you tell us more about the work and details?
As we know, in Indonesia, Korean as a country is considered a very, very important investor for Indonesia. We are even in the top 5 of the investment countries in Indonesia. So obviously, there are a lot of local company in Indonesia, national company, have that direct joint venture with the Korean, like Samsung and some of the company like Hyundai and everything that operate in Indonesia, including Line, and some are more now, and even the small, medium enterprise business already looking Indonesia as the market for them. So we've been doing a lot of projects in the last 25 years with Korean company. Of course, we also have this company that I'm getting to formalizing it in Seoul, Korea, which is SNA Global. So we have a very strong long-term relationship that we'd like to formalize to see the needs for both countries to really work closely about the improving the joint venture company in Indonesia.
So, we're presenting to Kia, which is the big corporations in Korea. So we just proposed to Kia with you as a strategy alliances, right? So when it comes to thinking of the success factor, thinking of working with Korean companies, what do you think the most important success factors to be considered?
Again, Lily, that is a very smart question, difficult to answer. But I think, as you know, the trend for now is looking into leadership, because we are in the leaders company, the leadership advisor. The more needs of any operation to really look into Eastern ways of doing business. So Korea, like any other people in other countries, knows that how successful we are with the transformation in the government level and as well as in the business level. So the success factor for us is to really look at the opportunity, that big opportunity for organization to transform. So the needs for Korean company to transform is already been very strong in the last 20 years. So our company in Indonesia, given the situation that we are actually always in a dynamic situation, we tend to be able to basically complementing each other in terms of looking how actually the world needs to have right now, because we've been too long looking into Western culture of leadership, while actually now is the time for people to really consider global as an Eastern way of doing business. So I think both countries with a similar background in the Eastern culture really fit in to basically build the global thinking while work in a local thinking. So I'm sure there is a good success factor synergize these two operations. That's what we've been experiencing the last 15 years with the organization like SNA Global. So there are a lot of opportunity for us to really improve the performance of many organizations in our region, to be able to come up with a good formula in terms of how the transformation to take place, how we should prepare the people to bring the organization to the level that they want.
So you mentioned about Eastern way and the Western way of approaching leadership. There will be some kind of differences between that. So I'm curious, what will be the biggest difference when it comes to the Eastern and Western approach? Like just one word, the simple word, that would be great. Or any explanations?
It will come to one, which is another difficult task to do, is actually in the area of consciousness. When we are looking into consciousness being considered, Eastern culture, when they make a decision, they do more on the inner conversation, while Western is actually leadership is about creating follower in a certain way of doing business, including Korea, and how actually the consciousness level of the leader is very important, because they are the one that bringing the decision, strategic decision or tactical decision to operationalize the strategy. The final comment about Korean company, I personally very excited every time I work with the Korean companies. I mean, thanks that SNA include me in this project with Kia, is actually because it's a proof of how an organization succeed even before our eyes, right? How important and how amazing Korean management really showed the world that how they are capable of becoming multinational almost overnight. So to me, I guess company needs to realize that how important they are in the world economy, how important that their leader is being the inspiration for many leadership in the world. And I personally think that I'll gain a lot, not just so much about giving the advice, but learning a lot from the way the Korean companies do their things. So congratulations to you and your people.
So, we have participated in this Kia proposals today. Congratulations, and thank you so much for your support today.
Yep.
I guess it will be a little different with Indonesia's proposal process when it comes to presenting to the clients. So I think it will be your unique experience to participate in the Korean companies, the entire proposal process today. So it will be really great if you can share your insights or feelings, any opinions regarding this.
Thank you so much, Lily. Yes, we are, me personally, very excited about today's presentations, and thank you for SNA for also invite us to collaborate in this project. Yes, what I'm feeling joining these presentations, and also we've been collaborating, discussing about the preparations for these presentations, I can see that the process itself is a little bit the same, but the very uniqueness that I see is about the culture. I was surprised with how the culture in the presentations itself, the flow, and then how people try to react about the presentations, how we should answering the questions, and what being the concern of Korean company. So it's something that makes me learn a lot of things about the Korean on how we should present to the organizations in the Korean. In every country, especially in Indonesia and also the Korean, I see the difference on how to see what is the uniqueness and also the strength of each consultant. And that's the beauty of being collaborating in this kind of projects. So I'm pretty excited to see how is the result. Whatever the result, we've been doing a very great job. If you're talking about the collaborations that we've made with the SNA, between SNA and also DAYA DIMENSI, so we're not only talking about how Indonesia and Korea works, because personally I say that we see that Korean have a very big influence in the Indonesian market, but not only Indonesian, but Korea also have a very big influence in the global market with all of the things that they've did until now. And so I see that the collaborations that we made between DAYA and also SNA will bring more opportunity not only for Indonesia, not only for Korea, but also we can influence the world together to create a better world, to create a better quality leaders, inspire them with our culture that we have by like influence them to become more bright leaders, and they can also giving an impact for a better world. So I'm very looking forward for the further opportunities, and maybe we can go all over the world, not only Indonesia and Korea, to help leaders to become better. Thank you.